Friday 5-minute focus I want to share with you. This Friday 5-minute focus can be found in the book of Hebrews, the 13th chapter and the 8th verse, Hebrews 13 and 8. This is a pretty simple Friday 5-minute focus, but it can be very beneficial and assisting to you. And this is how it reads. That 8th verse says, and Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And for a few moments, I want to just impress upon your minds the thought of no need to worry. No need to worry. You know, somewhat of the moral of our story and the continuum of our conversations are always about so many things that are going on, so many things that are happening in each of our lives. And, many of us fret, we're frustrated, we're lost at times trying to find a resolve for the issues that we are dealing with. But this particular scripture says that Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. And I want to encourage you with that no need to worry, because in the preceding verses, it's speaking in an unusual way to those who are following leaders. And I need to share with you that we live in a day and time that you have to be careful of who you follow. You have to be careful of who you listen to. You have to be careful of whose words you cling on to and listen to and apply. Because every person that might darken the views of viewers and have online presentations are not there for the right purpose. And Jesus, in this book of Hebrews, the 13th chapter, he says you got to be careful who you listen to, because it's their words that will either bring life or death unto you. Now, in the 7th verse in that 13th chapter, it says this. It says that you ought to listen to those who have rulership, those who have leadership over you. Don't hang up. This is going to bless you. But then he says, but don't just listen to them on the onset. Don't just hear them as they're speaking. But if you read it in the Message Bible, Eugene Peterson says this: I want you to listen to them, but listen to the end of their conversation. I want you to hear what they're saying, but hear them all the way out to see if they're really on task, if they're really on target. But then not only listen to them, but watch this. He says, I want you to watch them. Because if you watch them and their life matches their lips, then you have something to hold on to. Now, I'm telling you, and I'm closing now, but I want to tell you this. There's no need to worry, because you got to be careful, number one, of who you're listening to. You got to be careful, number two, to make sure that your leader's life matches their lips. And then he says, the reason I said there's no need to worry is because Jesus, who follows that leader, he says, is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. This is what's going to bless you. What he's saying is, when you listen to the word that God has placed and imputed and downloaded into the leader that you have been placed underneath, then understand this: if God has never failed you before, why would he begin failing you now? If God has never lied to you before, why would he begin to lie to you now? If God has never left you alone, why would he begin to leave you alone now? If God has allowed you never to miss a meal and to not have a job, or have a job that has laid you off and you never missed a beat, then why would he do so now? He says, that's the kind of God I am. He says, I am the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. And beloved, let me tell you something as you start this Friday morning right now. Every crying time that you've had, every heart-wrenching experience that you've had, everything that you thought was going to be the end of your story, God is saying this: if I've never left you by yourself before, you don't have to worry about it now, because I was the same yesterday, Thursday, I'll be the same today, Friday, and I'll be the same on tomorrow. And guess what? He'll be the same next week and next month and next year and down the road. So there are no need to worry because he does not change. And he is a God that should never lie. I want you to go forth in this thought today. You have absolutely no need to worry, no matter who's in the White House or who's not in the White House, no matter who's on what side of the aisle, no matter who's in power, who's not in power, no matter what your last name is, no matter how much money is in your account, no matter how much is not. There is no need to worry. Why? Because Jesus is the same yesterday. He's the same today. And he'll be the same tomorrow. Be blessed. Don't forget to sow your seed, because no man, no woman can ever reap a harvest unless they first plant a seed.